What going, YouTube, man? It's your boy, the Smalls. I'm coming at y'all, boys, with another video, man. And today, yo, why my green screen? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, brother. We are reacting to, you know what I'm saying, the Victor Wembanyama effect. Now, as we all seen in game one, this man Victor Wembanyama was looking like the greatest basketball player to ever walk this planet. And shout out to my dog LP in chat. I'm also live on Twitch as I'm recording this video, man. Y'all boys can tap into the streams. And also shout out to some of the dog KJ, man. Y'all see what my man said? Come over to the Twitch, man. You feel me? Stop playing games, bro. Y'all know what to do. But yeah. Oh, shout out to Lord Savior Jesus Christ too for allowing me to be here. Allowing y'all to be here. And everybody's done first. Truly, thank you, Jesus, man. But this man William been looking generational. You know what I'm saying? This man disrupted the whole entire OKC offense and looking unstoppable. Now, okay, my green screen finna blow me. I don't want to move it right now.
Packed with highlight plays, standout performances, and non-stop drama, all capped off by a generational talent proving himself on the biggest stage.
Proving himself that he's the future GOAT.
NBA champions. And while his monstrous scoring performance stole the spotlight, it was his overwhelming defensive presence that truly controlled the game. In today's video,
I'm not gonna lie,
Prize Picks, we're gonna break down how Wemby shut down the Thunder offense. But first,
I don't know if I want to say it
behind what he's been doing on this run.
Is this man Wemby the greatest of? I wouldn't.
As things currently
stand,
he's averaging
as many boards as shaded points.
4 blocks a game in the playoffs. That'd be the fourth
That's
most
just
ever
absolutely
in a playoff run, at least 10 games, and the highest mark of any player since Dikembe Mutombo in 1994.
Dang.
Keep in mind what era he's doing this in. There's never been more space, more shooting, more creativity from offenses. From a pure talent perspective.
Bro, that was pure comedy, bro. He just beat that.
We've never seen a shot block like this. Of course, that starts with his size, length, and verticality. There's nothing he can't get to, and seemingly no way to sneak the ball over him. There's also skill that goes into this. It's legit
shooting over like a skyscraper trying to get a bucket over this man.
Without fouling, which is something that separates him from plenty of other giants. Maybe most importantly though, he's mobile enough to always get in position. Whether that means quickly turning his hips to cover multiple guys at the basket.
This is a nice block. But look how long this man is. Bro's hands is above the rim and he's on his tippy toes.
The basket or covering the entire court in rotation to beat a drive to the rim. Just the threat of him blocking the shot change.
I came to a conclusion, bro. I would think it's crazy. This man will be the greatest defensive player ever. Already, bro. I'm sorry. After what he done did in the playoffs, this man is single-handedly transforming the opposing team's offense. OKC, literally a whole different team when this man's in the game. They scared to take a layup. I'm talking, they don't even looking at the rim. They go in the paint and they passing the John out. You know what I'm saying? They don't even looking to score because I already know what it is. They shot 60 for 50 at a point in time, which I'm sure got worse when we was in the game. But then when this brother comes out the game, bro, teams are totally different. I never seen that before in my life.
Just everything. Players have to avoid his length at the basket by
LP. So basically,
into a more difficult shot. And even when
they played in like the FIBA, they played against each other. The FIBA, Victor was in France, and obviously chose in the USA, and Chet beat him.
Either force indecisiveness,
you know what I'm saying? And that's where the beef starts.
Like Caruso in this one.
And obviously him and Cherry being compared because they were both like 7 foot. So like, you know what I'm saying? There's already like comparison there already.
Best in basketball to legitimately low percentage opportunities. In the playoffs alone, players have shot about 19% below their usual percentage with him contesting within 6 feet.
Crazy, bro.
As a result, nobody wants to test him. All he has to do is stand there to deter a shot. When he's there, offenses aren't, choosing to settle for worse shots by default.
Yep. See, like maybe, I mean, I'm not saying he's not taking out Florida normally, but
schema on this concept. The goal is to keep Wemby at the basket, and the Thunder made it easy for them to open game 1. Because they started Isaiah Hartenstein at the 5, he had a non-shooting
I'm a better coach than that. I wouldn't even have did that.
And taking away the rim. OKC tried to isolate him against Shea by emptying a side of the court and having iHeart set a high ball screen. Because of his length, though, he can drop back, cover both the ball and the roll, and single-handedly wall off the paint. Bro. When the Thunder instead had a guard set a screen, the Spurs just switched everything. As long as Wemby's camped out down low, they don't have to worry about Shea beating a mismatch one-on-one. It took about 2 minutes for Mark Daigneault to realize that iHeart's not going to work against Wemby. We never saw that matchup again. Instead, they opted to go 5 out with Caruso taking his place. But that just became his new matchup, to which he did the exact same thing, forcing Shea to settle for a tough jumper. And I want to take a second
and the thing is, it's smart on the Spurs part. Even though Caruso had 8 threes, bro, at the end of the day, whereas obviously they won. If you lose to that, bro, it's whatever. Help off Lou Dort. Help off I think Wallace and help off of Caruso, bro. In case Wallace, I feel like he been shouting recently, but still, you rather have that
in the
than
middle of the floor. They went to a matchup
SGA,
sending early help to the nail from both sides to essentially box off the paint. That way, he can't get to his spots in the mid-range, and you can force somebody else to beat you as
That's
a
smart, bro.
This was their version of
318. Louise, I think my brother, what's going?
Anytime he wanted to ISO. And even if he got past the wall, he ran right into Wemby. Somebody else on the Thunder would have to step up and hit shots.
Like the only way Shea gonna drop 30 is if his teammates are hitting, bro. Like hitting.
Up their game plan.
Because this man is getting like shelled in box.
Shea on an empty side of the court. That's when you'd see Wemby rotate from the opposite corner to not only help, but double the ball. Here's a great example. With an empty court,
I mess with football heavy, baby.
Once before attacking that open space. But by the time he gets baseline, Wemby's already there. He doesn't have anywhere to go. Then as soon as he gets rid of it, everybody rotates one pass up to recover. There's no lane to attack and no open three. The Thunder tried to counter by moving a shooter into the strong side corner.
You can. I won't be able to get to it this stream though, because after this video, I gotta go.
Shea any space.
I'm running short on time,
baby. Starts moving, and they find a long closeout to attack, but all that does is funnel the offense back into Wemby. There's just no way for them to access the paint. And that's
you can't run from him.
OKC shooting.
You can't run from Wemby. Here's Wembanyama.
The rule of thumb for team defense is to never help from the strong side corner. Wemby's helping from the strong side every time. They don't.
That's smart, bro. You're going to have to live with that game.
All that's to say, it didn't matter how they spread the floor. If Shea wanted to attack baseline, he'd have to run into a giant. Then he'd have to score over him, which is a lot easier said than done. Victor's role on defense could be best described as a spy. He's just shadowing the ball. As soon as Shea starts to post up, he's there to double. When the ball gets to the wing, he sits in front of the
sorry, bro. If I'm going against the Spurs and I'm SGA, I'm actually so mad, bro. Not only do I have the highest expectations because I just want back-to-back MVP, this man, Dana, that's shadowing me. Not only do they have great perimeter defenders, I'm getting shadowed by literally the best offensive player ever in this man, Wemby. I'm getting shadowed by a 7'5" freak, alien. His arm is about longer than my whole body. That averaged 4 blocks in the playoffs. This is a guy who in the case I get past somebody, this is a guy I gotta score on, bro. And people expect me to drop 30. Bro, if I'm Shea, I'm low-key man. Bro, I don't want to go against the Spurs. I already got to worry about Castle and his little aggressive self and all the other defenders. And I got to worry about this guy. I think I get, I get past one player and I got to worry about the best defensive player ever. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Rotates around him to not concede any high.
Like, I don't even know how he's like legit supposed to even like.
The Wolves. Anytime
literally, only way is if his teammates go berserk. That's it.
If he posted up,
like 2 of them.
Then they'd use their speed to rotate, run shooters off the line, while Wemby targeted a non-shooter to help off of and protect the rim. Whenever the Wolves had 5
they say he's 7'5". Well, they say no shoes 7'4", I think. They say 7'5", but I remember one video I watched or reacted to like last year in the summer. I think he's actually like going off of like the photos and stuff. I think he's realistically 7'6", bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Wemby
maybe
would just
7'7".
take whoever was in the weak side corner.
That's
that
true.
Meant they'd switch everything behind the plate.
You're true, Louise. I ain't gonna lie. 318. I'm gonna call you 318. I don't know if your name is
in game 1
Louise.
against the Thunder, we saw a slightly different approach. Instead of guarding the corner,
That's
he was
true,
staying
though.
attached
They
to Caruso,
30, so
regardless of where he was on the court or what he was doing. OKC
they're just gonna have to be extremely efficient. Like 3 for 13, they're gonna have to be like, I think, shooting like at least 50 to 55% for it to be a lot.
Just ignored it. He continued to drop back, only guard the ball, and once that action got taken away, roam. They also tried to catch Wemby out of position by spotting Caruso up at the top of the key, but it was clear that he'd help in the paint every single time.
See, like, there's nothing SGA can do.
Let Caruso take the open 3.
They're gonna have to live with that, bro.
Shea's getting pressured full court by Carter Bryant, while Wemby just waits at the nail to not let him drive. Caruso's left with a warm-up jumper, and he knocks it down. It wasn't just Wemby. The Spurs, as a unit, made a deliberate effort to not
Carter Bryant was playing some good
defense. Typically, you'd see Castle X out here, while somebody else closes to Wallace. Instead, he goes
like, as in, he's gonna have to go that crazy every game in order for them to win.
Luckily for the Thunder, Caruso caught fire. He had 4 threes in the first half and scored 16 points. That's where they got a huge chunk of their offense. When he checked out, though, the Spurs got right back to their game plan for round 2, switching everything behind the play to keep Wemby on the baseline, letting him roam to take away the rim, and having their wings peel off to open shooters. That's also how they started.
They also didn't have De'Aaron Fox either, and that's a whole nother piece. That's a huge piece in the Spurs, bro. I don't think they go to overtime with De'Aaron Fox there, bro.
But before we get
I
into
don't.
that, I
I think they end the game in 4 quarters, like normal game.
If you know
I don't
you
think
can
they
play
make it
responsibly
to
and you have the
overtime.
means to get it on the
Let alone
conference
double.
finals, use code HMA and get started. I'm curious to see how OKC.
I mean, Shea was just getting boxed, and on top of that, Alex Caruso had 8 threes game with 30. And J-Dub had 30. So, like, it kind of made up for it, because
it didn't matter who the Thunder put there.
if you get 30 from a role player game, that's
on
huge.
this one, his matchup is Lou Dort. When Shea drives, he helps from the strong side, then recovers and jumps at Dort to run him off.
And they had the game
then
like
as soon as
twice. The
J-Dub
game was in
starts
their
to attack
hands.
From up top, he's right back to helping in the paint, which leaves Shea with.
But Castle also had 11 turnovers, and Dylan Harper, he was clutch, but he was fumbling the ball towards the end. And De'Aaron Fox is in the game.
This is something the Thunder
All them
wanted to
turnovers
exploit, so they got creative.
ain't happening.
They started putting J-Dub.
You know what I'm saying?
It didn't actually matter though. He's still gonna leave him to help on the ball. Which brings me back to his ability to cover ground.
Yeah,
Even if Shea draws help and kicks it to Dub, Wemby can run him off the line, contain a drive, and take away the paint, while his teammates continue to rotate around him. In simpler terms, he was always there. Still, OKC had to find ways to create pressure outside of the paint. But that's where the Spurs' rotations make it extremely difficult. This time the Thunder go to an early flare screen to create a lane for J. Will to attack. Of course, he's just going to run into Wemby while Harper closes to the corner and steals the
give me that. Yeah,
Between the way they guarded Shea, the way they
I'm intrigued to see the
Wemby
adjustments the
completely
Thunder
took away
makes.
the paint. At times, all they could get to were difficult jumpers. But for some reason, in the closing minutes of the fourth, the Spurs decided to go back to having Wemby stay attached to Caruso. Finally, Shea
because he was hitting threes, that's why.
Hit him with a bump and do what he does best.
They didn't want to give him no threes, bro.
Set up a play later. Caruso sets a screen, Wemby ignores him to play the ball, and he's left on an island up top where he hits a 3 to give the.
See, yeah, he was just hitting too much. I think Shea. Yeah, he shot 7 for 23, I think.
Now, when Caruso screens, the Spurs can switch. Then they can load him on Shea, and if he gets downhill, guess who's waiting to meet him? With the way the Spurs were defending, if Shea wanted to force the issue and get his game off, it would have to come over the top of them. Needless to say, that didn't work too well for him in this one. He shot just 7 of 23 from the field, and only 4 of those 23 shots came at the rim.
Bro, the thing is, bro, Shea can't get in the rhythm that he's used to getting into, bro.
To the entire team. In general, the rim was just completely off.
I mean, that's true, but he was inefficient because of their defense, though. That's the thing. He wasn't efficient because he was missing. He was inefficient because he was in a box.
They were able to move the ball and beat closeouts. They just ran into a
and that's totally different from just being inefficient just because he was just missing.
The offense completely
he couldn't do jack.
Lots of groggy, slow.
I mean, I'm not saying like he played good. Like he couldn't have played better. He could have.
When they needed the most, the jumpers didn't.
He just couldn't get in rhythm.
Caruso probably had the best offensive performance of his career.
He couldn't get the shots he really wanted, to be honest.
14 from 3. He did his job to counter the coverage.
57% from 3, bro.
Because the rest of the team shot 9 of 31 or 29% from 3. One silver lining for the Thunder is that they should shoot better moving forward. They missed plenty of open looks, but that doesn't solve the core issue.
It's true.
Wemby dictates their entire shot diet. In the half court, the rim is completely off limits. Shea can't get to his spots in the mid-range. They're forced to live off of mid-range jumpers from role players or spot up threes from their weakest shooters. And
they're forcing OKC to play a game that's not that they want to play. That's the issue.
Dominating the glass. Now compare that to the Luke Cornett minutes.
You're kind of bound to lose as a team in a 7-game series
and relentlessly attack that drop
if you're playing a game that you don't want to play. You're getting forced to play a game that like is not really you.
Into every action and going right at him. It's not even like Cornett's a weak paint defender. It's just a completely different presence from Wemby. Dang, the Thunder aren't afraid of.
Cornett, come on, bro.
During that time, OKC produced a 125 offensive rating. Elite team offense. I know it's a small sample, but it's right in line with what they've been doing. The league average offensive rating this season is a little under 116. When Shea played in the regular season, the Thunder had a rating of 119.5. Then they completely blitzed the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, giving both the Suns and the Lakers 128 points. And then there were the Wemby minutes, an offensive rating of 97.8.
The Wembenyama minutes, bro.
Especially when Wemby's busy doing his best impression of Shaquille O'Neal on the other side of the ball. Well, really, it's more of a hybrid between Shaq and Steph Curry when he's hitting 35-foot three-pointers to tie
This three literally gotta get framed, bro. This has to be this is one of the craziest shots in NBA history.
In addition to warping the game defensively, he scored 41 points and grabbed 24 rebounds on 66% true shooting, making him the first player to hit those numbers in a playoff game since Charles Barkley in 1993. He did so much that the Spurs actually dominated the Thunder during his 48 minutes, outscoring them by 16 points. Individual players aren't supposed to have this much impact. He completely dictated OKC's offense.
Dang.
He left them completely helpless on
defense. This man Chad Holmgren
been
going out sad though, bro. He's been
in a game
fried
where his opponent received MVP, he was far and away the best player on the court on both sides of the ball. And remember, he's 22 years old, just scratching the surface of his NBA career.
I can't even fathom how good he's gonna be. Hey man, W video by I think Hoop Venue, man. This series probably is for sure though going to 6 at worst 7 though, man. Probably. I'm interested to see when I post the video, game 2 is already going to be happening. I'm interested to see the adjustments the Thunder makes for game 2, man. See how they come. But if you did say this long in the video, man, I truly do appreciate watching. Hopefully you team to have a blessed and fantastic day, and I'm out of John, baby.